Hi, this is the Pat McKAY. Welcome to the 22nd Annual African Street Festival, live at Boys and Girls High, and I'm speaking to
Mr. Tucson.
Mr. Tucson.
Right.
And who's this, Mr. Tucson?
This is Blackjack.
Blackjack, your baby.
Yeah, my pride and joy. That's it.
What are you and Blackjack doing out here today?
Well, we participate in the parade. We're part of it. We're part of the Black Cowboys, and most of all the parades we're in them. Most of the time we're in Royal Wilkinson Park. Wherever there's an event, me and Blackjack is there.
How long has there been a Black Cowboys organization?
With us, about the last 3 or 4 years now. We just getting it together.
Do you teach riding? I see children getting on the horses.
Yeah, I teach riding. Yeah.
Where do you teach?
78th Street in Brooklyn, right off of Linden Boulevard.
And maybe you should feed Blackjack sometimes. I said maybe you should feed Blackjack. He looks like he's going to eat your arm.
He's a beggar,
I see.
If he see that mic in your hand, he think it's food.
Oh.
That's it.
Am I going to get an opportunity to ride Blackjack?
Sure,
Can I do it right now?
Right now.
Okay, good.
Why you got your nerve up?
Okay, you hold on to this and tell us about Blackjack and yourself.
Well, this is one of 6 horses that I want.
And you have to also show me how to get on.
Put your left foot in. Not that one.
Not this one.
The left foot. Throw your right foot across. There you go. Throw it across. That's it. He's a very gentle horse. He's a Tennessee walking horse. He's a little bit nervous today because so many people around.
Where's my other thing there? Okay.
You got it?
I think that's me again, Mr. Tucson. Well, thanks a lot. And I think you need to let me onto those, or you have to hang on to those? Yes, I want those. I like to be in control, Mr. Tucson.
Yeah, you're in control. I'll just help out.
Okay. So that means he goes back, and we want him to go forward. Now you come with me because we're going straight ahead, Blackjack, for an inch or two, and we can go a little slower because I'm losing my crew. Now we can stop right about here. This is good. All right, folks, the good guys, okay? And that's it. Thanks, Mr. Tom, for letting me get on your horse, and I'm going to get off your horse. Now you have
Come on,
to...
like your hand. Throw your right leg across. There you go. You just get nervous.
How come you almost threw me?
Like that.
Too much people, and you don't know me, and who are these nervous?
He just gets nervous.
You horsing around?
I'm horsing around.
Oh, okay.
I was horsing around.
I saw it from afar.
Not like you riding a donkey.
Well, I mean, it's the same family. Donkey, horse, same family. But they are beautiful animals.
They are. They're
So
powerful,
strong,
too.
so strong. Yes, they are. I saw you touching.
Brought back some memories.
I saw you touching the horse's nose.
Well, the top of his nose is very soft, and they like that.
Oh yeah, right.
They like to be stroked.
They like to be stroked.
Yeah.
Behave yourself, Pat. What's lovely? The African Street Festival. This has become a signature as far as one of the major New York activities.
Right. It's one of the big kickoffs for summer. It's how you know it's really summer is when the African Street Festival takes place every 4th of July weekend, right here in Brooklyn. Very much a Brooklyn event.
You know, during the days of slavery, our forefathers were taken out of Africa and they were spread throughout the world. You have Africans who are Catholics, Africans who are Anglicans, still Africans who still practice some of the indigenous African religions. But they have been spread. We have Africans talking French, we have Africans talking Spanish, and we have Africans talking English. And this is a true reflection here. It's a melting pot, a kalaloo of the Africans spread around with the different cultures that we have.
Even right here we're spreading and mixing culture because, Harold, you're from?
I'm from Grenada.
And I'm from Jamaica. Well, born in New York. My parents are from Jamaica.
Right, so you're looking at a jerk chicken and a good breadfruit and a oil dunk right here now.
No, I'm definitely Aki and codfish. With a boiled dumpling and some green banana and yellow yam.
I hear you. Okay, so this is what we're seeing. It's a manifestation of the various cultures that have been thrown upon our peoples as a result of our forefathers being spread all over the place when they were taken out of Africa under chains and bondage and whips and stuff.
We're going to take you through the African Street Festival, and you'll get to see the different nations that are represented. Countries in Africa and countries all over the world. We're going to be going around, Harold and I, and showing you what the African Street Festival is all about. In this, its 22nd year. This is CultureShare.
One love.
Here we are, Harold. We're at the Imperial Banquet.
Imperial Banquet.
And they have a stall set up here at the 22nd Annual African Street Festival. Your name is?
My name is Rudy.
Rudy?
Yes.
Were you a rude child?
Yes.
Oh, you were a rude child?
Yes.
So now you're a rude man.
Yes, I'm a rude man.
From where?
From Haiti, Port-au-Prince, Haiti.
Haiti.
Yes.
Big up Haitian Rasta man out there listening, okay?
And you're still you're not only a rude man, but you're a roots man because you have a mango in your hand.
Yes.
All right.
I'm roots man.
All right.
What else are you selling here today, Rudy?
We sell a t-shirt, and the back is the voodoo one, 55.
Original African religion. All right.
And then we sell
Peacock feathers.
Peacock
Does that have
leather.
something to do with voodoo?
Yes.
It
No,
does.
none.
Yes
None
and no?
really. None.
No, not really.
Nothing
This
to
is
do with
decorative.
Very colorful.
Yes. This comes from peacock. This is the original color. It's
Original?
original. It's not the paint. It's the
Oh,
original.
so these are not dyed.
Yes.
So
Oh,
natural
very
colors.
good.
Not for color.
Okay,
And
Rudy.
then we sell our, watermelon.
Right.
And then coconut. But the coconut is finished in a few more minutes.
Say that
We're gonna
again,
have
Rudy.
more.
What did you say is finished?
Coconut.
Coconut.
Coconut. Coconut.
Les
Okay.
coconuts, c'est
Coconutty.
fini.
Yes,
Coconut. Coconut. Right.
Coconut.
This is CultureShare, and we're going to move on. Rudy, thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Rudy,
Okay.
one love.
Okay, peace, bro.
All right.
No, this is our second year, actually.
So you liked it enough to come back?
Yes, we did.
And you're a nature person.
We are. We're a holistic person.
All right, beautiful.
Yeah, okay. So.
And what do you like about being out here? For you to come back.
Well, I feel it's a contribution as far as I'm concerned, for letting people know that this is a healthy way to eat and drink, as we say, and it's lucrative.
Good. Well, thanks for taking the time.
Okay.
All right, one
Thank
love.
you.
Good luck.
Keep up the naturalistic.
We plan to.
All right. That's
Holistic.
And we're bringing you the activities of the African Street Festival live. And this is
Ezra Zulu.
Ezra.
Ezra Zulu.
Ezra Zulu. Ezra has some very interesting t-shirts, and we thought we'd stop and find out how Ezra got to be here. Have you ever done the African Street Festival before?
This is my 4th year here at the African Street Festival.
4 years. That's good. So this is obviously something that's profitable.
Yes, well, it pretty much is. I like to come here to this festival because the, how should I put it, the atmosphere here is so brotherly. I mean, even if I wasn't making no money, I would just love to be here because the atmosphere is so great.
Okay, and speaking of making things, did you make this design on your shirt?
Yes, I did.
That's good. And stay strong, a positive message. Do you do the designs as well as the screen?
I do everything, basically. The designs, the screen, the graphic, everything.
That's good. Ezra, thanks for taking the time to talk with us. All right, this is CultureShare. Hi. There are always a lot of children at the African Street Festival. This year is no exception. And I have two little people with me right now, Michael John and Tyrell. Tyrell, how old are you again?
7.
And you, Michael John?
5.
5. It's a big number. You forget sometimes, I know. Do you always come to the African Street Festival? Have you ever been here before? Did you come last year?
No.
You didn't. Are you happy to be here?
Yeah.
Who painted your face?
I showed them. The ladies over there who painted my face, she painted only African style.
Only African style. Do you like how his face looks? And do you like how his face looks?
Yeah.
Yeah? That's good. But you're not painted like warriors, right?
Yeah.
You are?
Today I was painted like warriors.
And today, what kind of painting did she do today?
I got painted like Africa.
Good for you. Thank you for taking the time to talk with us. This is CultureShare with the little people at the African Street Festival. And this stall is called
Kingston Cuts.
Kingston Cuts.
Kingston Cuts, natural hair designs. We groom all natural hair located in Brooklyn, New York. What I'm doing to this sister's hair is what we call the first stage of locking. In about 9 months, she'll have hair that looks something like mine, just a little shorter. This is the first stage of grooming the hair to have nice, uniform, healthy-looking locks.
And how long? You're just about done with this now.
Yes, I'm done with her. The process takes about two to 3 hours to do a full head of locks.
So you started this about 2 hours ago.
About 2 hours ago, yes.
And what's in her hair? Because I know people.
She gets a shampoo, she gets a hot oil treatment, and then I use gel to help the locks to hold. and a little holding spray at the very end.
And what does she have to do to maintain this?
She comes into the salon once a month and gets it re-shampooed, a hot oil treatment, and I re-groom it. In about 6 to 8 months, her hair will lock and the maintenance will become less. But all she has to do is tie it down at night and don't allow it to get wet in the shower.
And come to you and you manipulate
Come to
it.
me once a month and I'll groom it.
That's very interesting. And your name again?
I'm Niani.
Niani with Kinks and Curls.
Kinks and Cuts.
Kinks and Cuts.
See that?
There it is. Okay. Kinks and Cuts, a stall here at the 22nd Annual African Street Festival. I'm Pat McKAY. This is Niani. Niani.
With an N.
Niani. And you are?
I'm Rosemary.
Rosemary, good luck with the dreadlocks here. All right. And we're happy to be here. And we're speaking right now to
Mustafa.
Hi, Mustafa. Mustafa, where are you from?
Senegal.
Senegal.
Yes.
Senegal has a rich tradition in fashion in Africa, does it not?
Yeah, most of them.
And how did that happen?
We try to work hard to make it here in US because our sister and brother will come to us.
But aside from that, that's very contemporary. But traditionally, Senegalese people are known for the way they dress and their style and all of the different styles that they create that get stolen in the West.
That's true because Senegal is a creative people, and they like their own fashion, and a lot of people try to imitate them, but they still do well.
I just have an impression that in Senegal, everybody walks out of their home looking like they're dressed for a ball. Is everybody very elegant on the streets of Senegal all the time?
You can say that. That's a good call because Senegal is love to create it. Everyone tries to bring your own style in his work.
Have you ever sold fabric here at the street festival before? Because that's what you're doing this year. You're selling fabric, right?
Yeah, I sell here a lot.
You've been doing this before? How many years?
It's about now 3 years.
That's good. Mustafa, thanks for taking the time to talk to us, and good luck to you.
Thank you.
Okay. Fabrics by Mustafa at the 22nd Annual African Street Festival. This is CultureShare live at the 22nd Annual African Street Festival. And what we're listening to on the main stage of the African Street Festival is the Chasm Steel Orchestra, a group of young steel pan players that practice over a long period of time from a very young age to be able to do what they're doing on stage here today, and we give them all the respect in the world. I'm Pat McKAY. Back to you, Harold.